I'm back! Okay, guys. Oh my gosh, the sun came out just for me to say this. Today, I'm going to talk about how to trust the ebbs and flows of your life. Which I would say I'm kind of like, I've been through this. I've been around the sun a couple times when it comes to this topic, so I feel like I have some information to share. I'm going to start with this statement. There has been multiple times at this point in my life, it started happening about 2 years ago in 2024, where I've come to a point and it is like every incidental, inconvenient, directly targeted experience that I've had over the past couple years comes into focus in a flash, and that moment right there makes all of those inconveniences make so much more fucking sense. And those moments are what have allowed me to trust that when things aren't going in a way that makes sense, when things are going in a way that feels pointedly targeted and just wrong, that everything is working out exactly how it's meant to be. And this is like interesting to share where I am now, because I think when I became like, I guess atheist, but that's so stupid. Like, God is nature. We know God. We know love. It's within us. Like, it's nothing to be scared of or some big question mark. But I think the only reason I was able to step away from religion was because I realized that the source that I'd been following this whole time has no ties to this God that they were teaching me about. And there were times where the teachings overlapped with what I was experiencing, but that's because a lot of it is just extrapolated from the Bible, you know? I found that source, the divine energy that runs throughout the world, truly is always working everything out for your good. And to that, I say it is essential, it's very important that you trust the ebbs and flows of life, that you trust your flow, that you trust the cycles. Let's think about just the female body and the cycles that she goes through. As the world awakens more, we're realizing that we're on a schedule that was made for a man. We're on a schedule that peaks in the day and ends in the night, when really we operate in a 4 month cycle where sometimes we're gun ho and sometimes we need to rest and sometimes we're mourning, and that is essential. It's not a matter of happy or sad, that's essential. And so when we think about the natural flow of like a woman and her cycles, we can compare that to life, because me and my friend have this theory that life happens in cycles, and like when you're going through life, the different things and experiences that you go to through, especially when they feel ridiculously pointed, are actually teaching you something that will make the point that you're going to make so much sense. It'd be insane to believe that this divine source, this energetic love, Mother Nature, whatever is watching and guiding over us, the teams of beings that are watching over us, aren't intelligent about their choices. Because anytime things don't go the way I thought they should go, or even right now when I'm like, I know I want better, but I genuinely couldn't tell you verbatim what I want, but I trust that the universe knows, and that's why I'm leaving it in the universe's hands, because the universe has been really great at bringing me what I actually truly want in the past. It's scary. Like, I don't know what I'm doing half the time. I don't know what the next day will hold, but I know that miracles exist. And I used to be super hyper religious because I thought that was the way, and I knew there was this divine source that I was connecting with. And then eventually one day it just stopped making sense to me, and I decided to venture outside of it. And I found that honestly what helped me venture outside of it is because as I started to inch outside of it, I realized that all the principles still applied. There's still a divine source watching over me. Things still worked out for me. When I was already kind of separating myself from religion, I experienced one of the biggest miracles of my lifetime. And since I've separated myself from religion, I've experienced so many miracles. And some people will call it manifestation, and I do believe that I'm bringing it in, and I do believe that it's my higher self from the future wishing these things upon me. But I also know that there's a path that I'm co-creating with a divine intelligence that's beyond me, you know? Like, it's not just me, because I wouldn't know to put me in this, and I didn't give myself the gift of singing, or maybe I did, but what a fucking cool path to choose, and I'm so glad that someone knows what the fuck's going on, you know? And so there's been multiple times in my life where I've gotten to points where it's like, oh, that had happened because this wouldn't happen. Life is about experience, and you learn through experience. And you can cry. I can cry. Let me stop. I'm actually a Gemini North Node, so I need to work on like not just preaching and just like really just sharing, communicating information. So we're switching to me. There has been moments where I've been like, why the fuck, especially in my love life, fuck. Like, why the fuck did this happen like this? Why would he play with me like that? Da da da. But especially where I'm at now, I can see how those experiences taught me so much. They taught me the gift of letting go. They taught me what I don't like in a partner. They taught me the red signs. They have taught me so much that have helped me be smarter in my day-to-day life. Even now, I carry myself so much more differently because I've realized how people see me. And I think it's taken me my entire life to realize how people see me and the value that people inherently see me when I walk into the see from me when I walk into the room. And for the longest, I wasn't carrying myself as such. And so people realized that and would manipulate and utilize that, but now I move differently. And I think it's so good that I experienced all those experiences beforehand and not just had someone tell me, but like, and I think people tried to tell me, but not just had someone tell me, but experienced it because I know how painful it is to know your worth and not move like that. I can't bear to not move like the way I'm moving now, you know? And it's like without those experiences, I wouldn't have had that. So experiences are great teachers and be grateful for your experiences because we are here for experiences. We are here to play. We are the universe experiencing itself through itself. So every part from the lows to the highs, those cycles, every part of it is a part of it. And there's the law of equal exchange, something like that. I'll put it on the screen. But anytime you're experiencing an extreme fucking low, there is a bigger high, the same amount of a high on the other side. Like that is just the laws of the universe. And that's one major pinpoint I'll put in here. It is so important to learn the laws of the universe because especially once you step out of religion, there actually are laws that this universe abides by. So if you learn those, that's tea and that's game. And it's also reminding me that I need to study up on those again because I did and I have learned them at certain points, but I think I need to like have them memorized so I can apply and help communicate to you guys better. But yeah, for every low that you experience, there is an even better, there's at the very least an equal high that is planned for you. So that is a reason to keep on. That is a reason to coast, bro. Because when you're experiencing those lows, like when I'm in the space where I don't know, if I randomly have a moment where I'm like, fuck, I have no idea what is going on in my life. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I let myself sit in that because it's important to feel your emotions and express them and let them go. So when it's time to cry, I cry, and I always end up feeling better afterwards. In fact, I swear, crying like I want to say it accelerates miracles. Like there's always something so positive that happens afterwards when I let myself cry, but you have to allow yourself to experience this life as it is and trust in the ebbs and flows of it because you're here for the experience and the universe has good intentions for you and you can set good intentions for yourself. There's just like a divine plan, like even outside of religion there's a divine plan for your life, and like you just gotta learn to trust in the ebbs and flows because for every reaction there's an opposite and equal reaction. There will be lows, there will be highs, but it's all a part of the journey. And I could use so many more analogies and make this so beautiful and hopeful, but like look at the fucking nature. I had this one epiphany a couple months ago. There's no good or bad, and someone explained it like this: in the food chain, in the universal animal kingdom food chain, there are animals that eat plants. There's prey and predators. All of that exists naturally in nature. And the thing about good or bad, it truly doesn't exist. It's more about balance. Killing someone is seen as bad because they're upsetting the already natural balance of the world because that person was inevitably going to die anyways. But they have accelerated that process, which then affects other people. Whereas in the animal kingdom, if deers never died by their predator, we would have way too many deers. It'd be overpopulated. We'd have no grass. You know, there's an ebb and flow. There's a balance to everything, and that circles back to the beginning point of like, there's an ebb and flow to life. There's an ebb and flow to existing, and you just have to lean into it and trust. And you can do the manifestations. You can set your mind on greater things. I do think that helps, even if it's just holding you over until the miracle comes, but or the manifestation comes. But like the universe has good intentions for you, and it's important to feel all your feelings. I'm not telling you to just smile and act like everything's great because I don't even do that. And I think it's for the best that I don't, because you have to feel your emotions so that they can pass through and so that you can feel things at a deeper level. Because when the happiness comes, you can also feel that fully, knowing that you just cried your ass out, your eyes out 2 weeks ago, a week ago, a day ago. That is my words of wisdom to you. Have a good day.